Yo, what is going on, guys? Matthew V. Haynes here, aka the Clock Master. So we got some news today. Actually some pretty big news, if you ask me. We have a new head for the DC Films universe. So Warner Brothers announced earlier today that they have hired Walter Hamada to oversee the DC Films productions. I don't know too much about Walter Hamada. I don't know too much about his work. I do know that he previously worked on films like It and The Conjuring and Annabelle Creation, pretty much a lot of horror films from New Line Productions, I believe. And I'm not too familiar whether he's actually a good, director, producer. I'm not too familiar with whether to be excited, about his work, or I don't even know how to feel about this. I don't know if I should be excited about this. I don't know how to feel about this. If you guys are familiar with his work, you guys let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this brand new announcement. But apparently everyone seems to be happy about this. Everyone over at DC Universe right now. Jeff Johns is working with him, and apparently they've already worked on Shazam. They've already worked on the story, and he seems to be very pleased about it. He posted a tweet earlier today talking about how he's excited to be working with him and that he should make a Twitter and get more involved with the universe. So I mean, everyone seems to be okay with this and happy about this. Like I said, I don't know too much about the guy to really have an opinion about him or whether this is actually good or bad news. But what could this mean for DC? Now, this guy has apparently done a lot of successful movies and a lot of things. Now, it's a new vision, a new head. John Berg actually got put down from being the president or, overseeing these DC films. And this is all in the wake of the shakeup for DC trying to restructure or Warner Brothers trying to restructure their comic book line and their comic book movies, trying to compete with movies such as anything from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So this is one of their steps into taking that into another direction, and hopefully it's for the better. He apparently enjoyed working with James Wan, who is directing Aquaman right now, the Aquaman solo film, and they've been supposedly working very well together, and everyone seems to be happy with this move. They made a promise that I'm not too entirely sure they should or really certain that they should make a promise like this, but they made a promise saying that him coming and working with Jeff Johns, he can actually please people like fanboys, fangirls, and everybody in between. And pleasing DC fans or pleasing comic book fans in general is a hard thing to do, and making a big promise like that is a little bit of reaching out there. But they're saying that they promise good lines of movies, and he's going to be working closely not just on the DC Films universe or not just the DC Cinematic Universe, but he's going to be working on any comic book movie that DC decides to make or Warner Brothers decides to make that are not canon or not part of the DCEU story. So we know that's all part of their whole restructuring line and seeing what they can do with that. So I mean, I'm optimistic. I'm hoping for the best. Congrats to Walter Hamada. Hopefully he has DC's best interest at hand. Hopefully he's thinking about not just the fans, but what's best for the company, what's best for the comic book universe and the comic book movies. We've had already one big successful movie last year in Wonder Woman, and hopefully we can get to see more Wonder Womans for the DC movies. So maybe he takes this step and maybe he helps and he keeps everyone's interest at heart. Anyway, guys, this is it for this video. It's a quick, short video. Like I said, I don't know too much about the guy to have a strong opinion about him, but I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below what you feel or how you feel about this scenario, if you're familiar with this guy and his work. I mean, my concern is, honestly, knowing that I loved It. And Annabelle Creation, I didn't really like that movie too much. I thought it was pretty corny and pretty trash. But a lot of people loved it, and people view that movie as a success because of The Conjuring and how successful The Conjuring was. So this comic book movies is a far stretch from horror and thriller type movies. So we'll just have to see how this new dynamic and this new thing comes to play. Everyone says he's a very creative guy and that he's very out there and he puts himself out there. So hopefully we see that in this. Alright guys, like I said, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comment section down below as normal, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Clockmaster